Hey YouTube, so I came across this piece of 2x4. It was longer. I've cut it in half now, almost. And I decided to use it to make my rack here bigger. So this is 8U high currently. I'm going to double that to 16. Still won't be able to take all my gear, but it's a lot better than what it was. I think I have 20U of gear right now, plus some non-rack mountable stuff. So yeah, eventually I'd like to get a nice 48U kind of big rack. But so what I've done is I've cut this here, and I've marked out here where I've got to cut. I've just got a jigsaw I'm cutting this with, because my circular saw is being borrowed by a friend, so yep, it's fine, it can cut through it. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this, get back to you, and we'll go from there. So we've got both of them cut. They're almost at the right height. I just need to true them up with some sandpaper, and then we'll be good to do that. I don't know if I'm going to do it today, probably not, because I've got to shut everything down, you know, move it somewhere else, then do this, and then put it back in, so that will take quite a while, but now I'm ready, so that's pretty good. So catch up with you when I do that. Hello YouTube, you may notice that it's very quiet in here today. Last night I broke everything. So what happened is, first of all, I was setting up VLANs and I got them working. So I had this port trunk to my router, and I had, you know, VLAN 10 in here, and I had these on VLAN 70. You know, and I was just setting that up, and it was routing across the router through the firewall, and it was all good. Then I decided to mess with Open Virtual Switch on Proxmox. So I was trying to set up teaming. So I was going to have the first two ports, one on each switch, and they would be for me logging into it. And the second two ports would be trunked to one to each switch again, and they would all the VLANs down them, and they would have all the data for all the VMs and stuff on them. As soon as I tried setting up the trunk, I went to reboot the host, and I went to check whether it was coming back online on the iDRAC, and I got kicked off the Wi-Fi. I went out here to reboot it, and everything was sitting at 100% CPU usage. When I logged into like HTOP and like stuff like that, it was all the network adapters. I've only recently realised that it was Proxmox. I thought I'd like created a broadcast storm with VLANs or something. But nope, I broke Proxmox, so I'll have to fix that. But now that everything is off, it's a great time to add the longer posts. So that's what I'm going to do today. Yeah, nothing essential was kind of like running, because the Minecraft server, it's in the middle of the week, nearing exam times, you know, no one's playing. Well, not many people are playing. Plex, again, near exam times, no one's watching films. So, you know, nothing's super critical that it can't be done for a couple of days. So, yeah, it's just what I'm going to do. Oh, another thing. My router is broken now. The power supply has died, I think. So I'm going to troubleshoot that some more, and then find myself a new router. That's why there's nothing in this spot at the moment. So yeah, I'll be back with you either troubleshooting the router or upgrading the rack. So, yep, rack's built. It looks a little bit weird, because that's way too short for a rack, you know, to fit the server in. I was going to do a 45-degree kind of thing here with the old 8U things, but my jigsaw has just blown up. So, I'll just have to get that under warranty because it's pretty new and I wasn't using it outside the specs or anything, so yeah, it's just annoying. I won't be able to do that 45-degree thing. Obviously it's not going to be the most stable up the top, so I'll probably just do, you know, obviously lighter gear up the top, obviously servers down the bottom, probably switches somewhere in the middle here. But yeah, this is a new server rack kind of extension. So I'm gonna have to put it back on here and yeah, put everything back in. And then I have to go troubleshoot my R210 because I need a router. If not, I might be able to pull out the discs out of that and put them in my old router, and hopefully that might work or something, or yeah, I just gotta see. I also kind of blow out servers maybe, but yeah, so that's where we are currently. Back to the time lapse. So I couldn't do a time lapse because phone battery was running low, but got the Apple server in. I had to lift it out. It's raining outside, so I had to throw like a blanket over it. And then I've got my Dell R16 on top, because actually the Apple server's heavier. These are the rails off it. It didn't fit in, slightly too wide with the rails. You can see not much clearance. Maybe. So yep, that's going to sit at the bottom. I really want to get the bezel for this. I have the one for my R210, but that doesn't fit on here. Yeah. So that's what's happening. I've got all my cable management. I got 2 more of these, but they didn't come with these covers, so I can only really use 2 effectively. So yeah, and the problem with these ones is they're quite tight bend to get it around the corner. So what I like doing is one on top of each switch and one below. But the one, if it's in between 2 switches, it can obviously feed the bottom row of the top one and the top row of the bottom one. So yeah, I've got almost all my gear out here. So I've just got to throw everything in the rack. One thing I will need to sort out is power, because this isn't going to work. I've got another 6 one somewhere, so yeah. But what I need to do really is get these like hooks in the wall, so because these nails take up, like, I can't use this one, I can't use that one, and then that will be much better. Or I might like mount it down here or something. I don't know, I'll figure it out as I go along. So yeah, that's what's current progress, and I'll catch up when I've got more stuff in. So what I'm doing currently is I'm just piling up my gear in the rack. It's not going to sit in this because I've got to put these between the switches, and still got the R210 to put in here. But I'm just going to like mark off with a pencil where each U is. And I'm going to mark where the holes are for the drill. And then I can, you know, take it all out. Well, most of it out. These 2 are real heavy, so I might not do those. Just like, I might just cover up the front or something while I'm drilling. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So yeah. So we've got all the holes drilled, see. Hopefully they're all right. And then I've got to figure out where I'm going to go. So first piece of equipment, this thing, I'm going to put in here because I want to put the 1841 router, when I get rack ears for it, at the very top. So that thing's going to go there. I don't have enough cable management to do one between it. So yeah, but then I think I might, I'm going to use all the 4 cable managements. I'm going to go like 1 in between there, and then 1 below the switch. So yeah. Yep, the least priority kind of things, cable management, is like that thing, and maybe that thing. It is layer 3, so that's nice. But when my router works, it's got like tons of horsepower. It's 4-core Xeon. So yeah, I'll just be screwing that in second to top, and then check back in. So I've got all these cable managements in. I wish I had a dual post rack so I could mount like some my main switches in the back and stuff. But I just realised this has got to go on the top. Well, it's got to go somewhere, so I'm going to put this on the top. And yeah, I've just got to get a proper 42U kind of deal. But we're moving soon, so maybe after we move, I can snag a nice one, because I know where a bunch of nice ones are. So yeah, it's just, you know, moving a big 42U rack is obviously going to be not the easiest thing versus like piece of wood. What I might try to do is try to like, I'll say like I'll get rid of this when we move and get the 42 rack when we move in. So yeah, I've got to mount this, mount that in the top. Put screws in that, and then mount my switches. So, yeah, another time lapse. So, everything's in. I had a little issue where I've done this one not in the right spot, but it kind of fits. That's overlapping that a little bit. So now it's time to cable everything in. Then I've got to fix open V switch on here before plugging that in. Otherwise it'll bring the network down again. And then I've got to put PSense on like one of these, but yeah, new rack. Still not enough to hold all my gear, so I've got that and that, and I'm looking at getting a shelf for like this kind of stuff, but for the meantime before Christmas it'll be good enough. So yeah, see you after the time lapse. all cabled in, kind of nicely cable managed. I need some more longer cables for this. I need plates for these, but other than that, it's pretty good. So I think we're just gonna, I've unplugged this, because this, if I plug in these, everything on the network will go to 100% CPU usage. So I'm gonna, everything's kind of turning on, or everything that's programmed to turn on when it boots up, when it's power. I am lacking some IC cables, so this, and this isn't powered. Oh, and this switch. So I've got to shuffle them around and got to get one for that switch. But so it's got power. The Apple server's got power, and the Apple server turns on its fans even when it's it turns on its power supply fans even when it's not turned on, so they're making a little bit of noise. Other than that, I think I'll just temporarily pull out this one, put it in there, so that switch will boot up. Yeah, I really hope this isn't, but as you can see, it's got power in the back, and then nothing happens. Yep, nothing. So I've got to troubleshoot that and all. But in the meantime, I'll put a few cents on this just to pass traffic through. I guess we can start powering up hosts. So pets can get online. Because that will actually be operational through the second nick of plex up through here. So that's that one. That's the WAN coming in from the other router that's up here in the patch panel. I've got to get a second like coupling for this cable, so that will go on there, and then I can swap it around. What I do have, which I've added on a little bit, is I have an ASA, which is nothing, it's just plugged into the network at the moment, and it's just got PoE in these two ports, which I'm using for an IP phone I'm playing around with. Make a video on that. So yeah, thanks for watching this kind of rack upgrade. Hope you enjoyed. If you did like it, leave a thumbs up, and subscribe if you're keen to watch more videos like this. And yeah, I'll be doing videos on trying to troubleshoot this, videos in the IP phone, kind of stuff like that. I got to do a video on when I reset my Proxmox host. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.